everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Back with another Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 video for you today. On that first video that I made, I assembled the Dodge Challenger Hellcat engine. Now we're ready to put it in the car, put on all the body panels, wheels and tires, interior, and get the car painted and finished up. You guys probably noticed that I have a hard time walking around in the game. I have to kind of walk in straight lines. Sometimes I can turn a little bit like that, but it doesn't always work. It's because I'm playing with only one knuckle, and sometimes the knuckle on my thumb hits just right to where I can turn a little bit while I'm walking, but it doesn't always work. So pretty sure I've got everything to put the car together, but it wouldn't surprise me if I forgot something. I usually do forget one or two little things. And I know I'm probably not as fast as most people are at doing the game. Because a lot of times I try to hit the mouse pad. I have to tap, hold to get it to do what I need it to when it comes to tightening the bolts. And my knuckle doesn't always hit just right. Sometimes it takes a couple tries. I've always loved the Challengers. It was my favorite car since I was a kid. I can't believe I sold my Challenger. It makes me sick. Back when I sold my Challenger, I know they're super rare now, but back then, that was in the mid-90s when I sold it. And if it wasn't a 70 or 71, they really weren't worth a whole lot. Those 2 years were really, yeah, I had this exhaust stuff left over from another one. That's why they're not 100%, but that's okay. I'm not planning on selling this car. And I'm also planning on upgrading to the aftermarket exhaust pretty soon, so this is good enough for now. But yeah, when I sold my Challenger, only those 2 years that were worth a lot of money. I took the 440 and the 727 torque flight out of my Challenger, and I just sold the body. And it makes me sick to even think of how cheap I sold it. I only got $1,500 for the body, but it was so straight and like new interior. It was such a nice car. I wish I had had a little more money See, what happened was I wanted to go faster, and I didn't have the money to build the engine anymore, really. So I found a lighter car, which was a 68 Dodge Dart. I found a 68 Dodge Dart GTS. It was a factory big block Dart. Really nice car. But unfortunately, the guy that I got it from, he had cut the rear wheel wells out of the car because he was going to tub it out and put a 4-link under it and just make a straight drag car out of it, which was kind of my plan, but I didn't have the money to do all that. So I just put sheet metal where the back seat had been and in the trunk to enclose the rear wheel wells. And then, oops. Just put my 440 and my 727 in it. I welded a roll cage in it. And made just a drag car. But if I had had just a little more money, what I should have done was kept the Challenger and made a street car. I could have put the factory hood, because if you saw the first video, the first car mechanic video, car mechanic simulator video I made, where I talked about my Challenger and actually showed a picture of it, it just had a stock flat hood. Well, that was there because it had a tunnel ram on it, and I didn't want to cut the original hood. It had the scoops in it, but I had the original hood for it. I could have put a single 4-barrel intake and a Holley 850, which I did a couple times. I tried them on the drag strip. The tunnel ram was always the fastest by a long shot, so I always kept the tunnel ram on it. But just for a cruiser and a street car, it would have been really nice had I put a single 4-barrel and put the original hood. Could have tinted the windows and put a nice stereo in it and just made a cruiser out of it. Painted it a different color because I was never fond of the yellow that much. It didn't look bad, but the car would have looked so good. Hemi orange with a blacked out hood and a black bumblebee stripe or something. That would have been so cool. And that's what I should have done. I should have just kept that for a street car, just a cruiser, and to take to shows or whatever. And then I could have bought the Dart and just made a drag car out of that. And it really sickens me that I sold my Challenger because my dad gave it to me. Should have never sold that car. Should have been buried in that car. Could have given it to one of my nephews or something since I don't have kids. Should have left the hood off. I don't know why I did that. I wasn't thinking. What the heck? Why won't my damn lift work? Huh. My lift won't go up or down for some reason. Now we'll find out real quick if I've got everything I need. Pretty sure I do. Another thing I wish I had done after I got my Challenger built, I wish I had taken it back to that mom and pop's upholstery shop where me and my dad found it, just to show that guy that we got it from. Because I remember he thought it was so cool that me as a little 16-year-old kid, I was able to get it started that day when me and my dad were looking at it. He would have really appreciated the fact that I put a big block in it and made a streetcar out of it. Me and my friend Brian had so many fun nights racing in that car. Cruising Speedway, smoking weed. We would literally take a film container full of pre-rolled little pinner joints, and that's all we did all night was cruise Speedway, smoke weed, and then get coffee and go race at the illegals midnight till 3 or 4 in the morning. Such good memories. I think all we need now is fluids. And paint. The black looks decent, but it's gonna look much better Hemi orange. My sister has a Challenger, but it's not a Hellcat. It's a nice one though. It's a 2018 392 Hemi with a 6-speed. It's got Flowmaster exhaust on it. It's a nice car. Her car's Hemi orange. Hemi orange with black stripes and blacked out wheels. Beautiful car. I wish I hadn't gotten paralyzed and kept my Challenger all these years. Could have raced my sister with her Challenger. I would have taken her out. I'll smash her. Especially because her car's a standard. She probably should have gotten an automatic. Just kidding, sis. I know you can shift it good. Gotta give you shit. It's too funny. One thing I can't figure out about this game is the opening and closing of the hoods. Because whenever I'm in the junkyard or in a barn find, I just tap the mouse once and it opens or closes. But when I'm in the garage, I have to like right click and left click at the same time somehow. And sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't. I always end up just taking it off and putting it back on because I can never get it to open or close. I want to know why the damn lift won't. There it goes. Okay, now we gotta do the interior detail. And it's not going to be 100% because some of my parts were like 82 to 95%. Let's see where it's at. 100, 100, 199. As good as that's going to get. So now we're good other than paint. Get over there. I already know what it's going to be. That looks pretty good. That looks even better. Factory colors. No orange? What the hell? Well, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's what her car is. SRT8. Ooh, I like that. Kind of like that. Gotta go with that one. It's like my sister's car. What a cool car. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits on this video with that. Find another car to do for the next video. I've got several in my garage. You know what? Let's stick this one in the garage. Let's go see what we got. These are all restored already. These, most of them aren't restored. In fact, most of them are basket cases. Except for that one, obviously. Yeah, most of these I haven't even touched. If there's one of these in this Alley 2 parking that you'd like to see restored next, please leave a comment and let me know which one. First comment I get, that's the one I'll do. How's that? Well, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said before, I appreciate every subscription, every like, every view, every comment, everything. Please consider subscribing if you haven't. Leave comments, leave likes, and share the video for me. Help me grow the channel. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the next one.